My beloved child, thank you. Pause with me for a moment and let those words settle into your heart. Do not rush past this. Do not brush it aside as if it were small. I, your Father, the one who formed you and breathed life into you, am speaking directly to you right now. And I am saying thank you. You did not find this message by accident. I guided you here. You always kept scrolling, almost distracted yourself with something else. But I would not allow this moment to pass you by. Because today, you needed to hear my gratitude. Today, you needed to know that heaven hath been watching. Thank you, my child. You have asked me for answers. You have asked me if I see you. You have wondered in the quiet places of your heart if your efforts matter. And before I reveal what I am about to unfold, I need you to understand something. I do not overlook faithfulness. I do not ignore quiet obedience. I do not forget love that is given when it costs you something. There is something you have done, something you thought was small, unnoticed, maybe even insignificant, that moved my heart. And before this message ends, you will understand what it is. So stay with me. Lean in closely. Let your spirit listen carefully. Because this is not a general message. It is personal. It is intentional. It is for you. If your heart already feels this stirring, if something inside you knows I am speaking directly to you, then receive it openly. Let this be your moment of agreement with me. Like this message is a quiet way of saying, yes, Father, I hear you. Share it with someone who feels unseen, because there are many of my children who need to know that I thank them too. Write in the comments, I receive your thank you, Father, and let your declaration seal this moment. And remain connected. Subscribe and stay close, because I am not finished speaking to you. My beloved child, do not skip what I am about to reveal. You have been seen in ways you cannot imagine. You have been heard in moments you thought were silent. And what I am about to show you will shift how you see your own story. Thank you, my child. My beloved child, I want you to breathe slowly right now, because I am about to speak to the places in your heart that you have kept hidden. Thank you for continuing when you were tired. Yes, I saw the exhaustion you tried to cover with a brave face. I saw how you kept showing up for others while your own heart felt heavy. There were days when you wanted to withdraw, to stop trying, to let the weight fall, but you did not. You kept loving. You kept giving. You kept believing, even if it was only by a fragile thread. And I thank you for that. Thank you for choosing kindness when you were wounded. You were hurt by words that cut deeply. You were disappointed by people you trusted. You questioned why certain doors closed and why certain prayers seemed delayed. Yet even in your confusion, you did not allow bitterness to take root. You fought silent battles inside your mind. You wrestled with doubt in the dark. And still, you chose not to become hard. You chose softness. You chose compassion. You chose restraint when you could have reacted. I saw that. You thought no one noticed the tears you wiped away quickly. You thought no one heard the prayers you whispered into your pillow at night. But I was there. Every tear mattered to me. Every sigh carried weight in heaven. Every time you said, Father, help me, even when your voice trembled, it reached me. Thank you for trusting me when you did not understand me. That kind of trust is precious. It is easy to praise when the road is clear. But you kept walking when the path felt uncertain. You kept speaking to me even when you did not hear immediate answers. You kept hoping when circumstances told you to prepare for disappointment. My beloved child, there were moments you felt invisible. Moments when you wondered if your obedience made any difference at all. You compared yourself to others who seemed further ahead, more recognized, more celebrated. Quietly you asked, does what I do even matter? And I am answering you now, yes. It matters deeply. You are not overlooked. You are not forgotten. You are not behind. The quiet faithfulness you carry has been shaping you in ways you cannot yet see. The patience you practice has strengthened your spirit. The restraint you show has protected your future. I know the thoughts you never speak aloud. I know the fears you hide behind polite smiles. I know the longing in your heart to feel appreciated, affirmed, acknowledged. So hear me clearly, my child. You are seen. You are known. You are chosen. And today, before anything else, I thank you for your perseverance, for your tenderness, for your quiet loyalty to me. Nothing about your struggle has been wasted. My beloved child, now I will gently lift the veil from your eyes so you can see what has truly been happening. You believed that your small acts were insignificant. You thought that because there was no applause, no immediate reward, no visible breakthrough, that perhaps your obedience was unnoticed. But I need to correct that misunderstanding with love and clarity. I do not measure your life the way the world does. The world celebrates performance. I cherish faithfulness. The world rewards visibility. I honor integrity in secret. The world applauds loud victories. I am moved by quiet surrender. When you chose patience instead of panic, that was not weakness. That was strength. When you remained honest even when dishonesty would have been easier, that was not foolishness. That was courage. When you stayed consistent in prayer while nothing seemed to change, that was not wasted time. That was trust in its purest form. You mistook silence for absence. But my silence was never abandonment. It was alignment. While you were waiting, I was working. While you were questioning, I was positioning. While you were doubting yourself, I was shaping your character in ways that will sustain the blessings you have asked for. Listen carefully, my child. The delay was not rejection. The closed door was not punishment. The slow progress was not proof that you are behind. I have been protecting you from what was not meant for you and preparing you for what is. You thought your endurance was merely survival, but in truth, it was warrior. Every time you chose to trust me instead of surrendering to fear, you declared with your actions that I am worthy. Every time you held on to hope when logic told you to let go, you demonstrated a faith that moves heaven. That is why I thank you. Let this truth settle deeply within you. Nothing done in love and obedience to me is ever wasted. The seeds you planted in tears are not buried in loss. They are planted in promise. The kindness you extended when you felt empty was not depletion. It was investment. The discipline you maintained in private is building a foundation that will not crack under pressure. Release the lie that you have been forgotten. Release the fear that you have done all this for nothing. I am not a distant observer. I am an attentive father. I have been watching not to judge you, but to strengthen you. I have been guiding not to restrict you, but to refine you. Now your vision must change. See your waiting as preparation. See your struggle as formation. See your quiet obedience as sacred. My beloved child, you are not behind schedule. You are exactly where you need to be for what is coming next. My beloved child, lift your head now. Let the weight that has pressed on your shoulders begin to fall away, because I am not only thanking you for where you have been, I am strengthening you for where you are going. You have walked through seasons that felt long and dry. You have stood in places where nothing seemed to grow. But hear me clearly, what felt barren was not empty. Beneath the surface, roots were forming. Depth was increasing. Strength was developing quietly, steadily, powerfully. You are not fragile the way you think you are. Every tear you shed watered something eternal. Every disappointment stretched your capacity to carry greater joy. Every delay expanded your endurance so that when the fulfillment comes, you will not collapse under its weight. I have been building you to last. You feared that time was slipping away. You wondered if you had missed your moment. But I hold time in my hands. What I have spoken over your life cannot expire. What I have promised you cannot be stolen. What is meant for you will arrive in the right season, not a moment too early and not a moment too late. Trust my timing. What felt delayed was being aligned. What seemed paused was being positioned. I was arranging details you could not see, moving hearts you could not reach, closing paths that would have drained you, and preserving opportunities that will honor you. You are covered. Even in the moments you felt exposed and vulnerable, my hand was shielding you. The battles you did not see were being fought on your behalf. The outcomes you feared were quietly redirected. I have guarded your mind when anxiety tried to overtake you. I have guarded your heart when discouragement knocked at your door. Because you did not give up, something powerful hath been secured. Because you kept trusting, new doors are preparing to open. Because you remained faithful in little, you will be entrusted with more. Let hope rise in you again. Not fragile hope, not wishful thinking, but steady confidence rooted in who I am. I am not moved by circumstances. I am not intimidated by obstacles. I am not limited by what looks impossible to you. Your future is not hanging by a thread. It is anchored in me. And I say to you now, continue. Keep walking. Keep trusting. Keep loving. The strength you need will meet you each morning. The wisdom you require will be given in the moment you ask. The peace you long for will settle over you as you rest in my promises. My beloved child, you are not alone in this journey. I walk with you. I guide you. I uphold you. And what is coming will reflect the faithfulness you have shown. My beloved child, now I invite you into a moment of decision. You have heard my gratitude. You have felt my recognition. You have received my correction and my promise. Now I ask you to respond, not with fear, not with pressure, but with trust. Release the last pieces of doubt you have been holding on to. Surrender the quiet question that asks, is this really for me? Yes, it is for you. Receive my thank you fully. Let it heal the places where you felt unappreciated. Let it restore the parts of you that grew tired of trying. Stand in this truth. You are seen. Rest in this assurance. You are valued. Walk forward in this confidence. You are guided. Do not shrink back into old thinking. Do not return to believing that your obedience is small. What you do matters. How you love matters. How you trust me matters. Carry this peace with you now. When doubt whispers again, remember this moment. When waiting stretches long, remember that I thanked you before the breakthrough came. When fear tries to rise, remember that I have already gone ahead of you. Your future is secure in my hands. Your path is covered in my grace. Your heart is held in my love. Be still now. Let calm settle over you. I am proud of you, my child, and I walk with you into what comes next. My beloved child, if this message has touched your heart, understand that it is not by accident. When you sow into this mission, you are not giving to a channel. You are helping my voice reach another weary soul who is waiting for hope. As it is written, give, and it will be given to you. And I speak that over you even now as a living promise. Every seed you release becomes light in someone else's darkness, oil in another's lamp, water in a dry place. When you choose to support through Super Thanks or through the PayPal donation link in the description, you are planting into a harvest of restored hearts. The link is there for you, and even a QR code has been placed in this video so your obedience can move swiftly. Do not see it as a transaction. See it as a seed in holy soil. I am inviting you into this moment. If you have ever desired to help me reach more of my children, this is your opportunity. What you release today will echo in testimonies you may never hear, but I will record them. Do not delay when your heart feels stirred. That stirring is not pressure, it is purpose. Step into it. Let your giving become an act of worship, a declaration that my word must travel farther. And as you give, I bless the work of your hands. I multiply what you sow. I breathe favor over your provision. Now act in faith. Sow the seed to support the mission.